Okay, I'm going to just walk through a little bit here to show you how the field is laid out here. I'm on the east side of the field here now, and wherever you see a yellow whisker marker here and a bag, a numbered bag there, that's the middle of the 4-row plot. So the middle means that if you look right here, there are actually, to my left over here, 1, 2, 3, middle, 4, 5, 6 beds in this plot. You can see where the beds are, where the drip tape is buried right here. Okay, at the end of the east side there's a subsurface end plug for the drip tape here. So that's directly in the middle of this bed. What I would suggest you do is, it's your call here of course, but is walk down, and you got to be careful because there are bumps and there are holes down in the ends here. Walk down the middle between rows 3 and 4, and then get out there somewhere where you see, find some representative growth, I suppose, and then look for squash plants and the fruit here that look like they're maybe at the same similarity of maturity somehow, and also size. That's just an idea for you there, but you can see I'm in the middle of the 6-row plot here. All right, and you might have, there are weeds out here. You're going to have to battle those and try not to fall down, but it's not that, this is not a perfect situation this year by far. This is not what we would have hoped for, and I want you to know that right up front here. So okay, give me a call if you need anything. Thank you. Also, I would say to make sure that you avoid your soil sampling in the middle of the bed there where the subsurface drip. There's also surface drip that was in here this year because we had a hard time germinating from below ground here, so we had to put surface drip in here. I'm not really caring about the surface drip lines here, but right in the middle of these beds there is a buried drip tape, and you need to be careful with your soil sampling so you don't cut through that. You'll hear it, or you'll feel it when you're using your auger there, but please try to avoid doing that there. All right. Okay, so you got, like, for instance, we're bag number 9 here, right there. 4, 5, 6. There might be what we call guard rows out here that are separating rows. There's number 10. Again, you can see the low spot in between beds 3 and 4. You're just going to have to fight your way out there and try not to fall down here. Then we got a break out here where there's nothing here because these are guard rows. Then we get into weeds and another system for number 11 here. So you're not, again, this is just horrible here. Okay, I'm at the north end of the field here, the northwest end here, so you can see what things look like here. Half of the field has been fallowed. Again, we didn't have money to keep things going on here. So that's the whole reason, and the disrepair here, the weediness and everything. We didn't think we were going to be able to go ahead with anything beyond last year. So that's what the explanation is here. And it is absolutely sad and very horrendous here, but that's what we got. I mean, you can see here, this is showing you what whoops, there's some dust here, but on a normal year, what we would have here out here would be the standard tillage plots right here in front of you there that are nicely cleaned up and manicured and everything, or those are probably guard rows. Here's one cover crop system. I don't know what this is here. Maybe it's right next to this one, which is a no-till system. That soil hasn't been worked there. Here's another no-till one here. So the systems are out here. It's just that we don't have a good stand of plants, and we don't have weed control this year. So you can see again, here's the middle. Well, we're not in the middle here, but that must be a cover crop system here. Maybe a guard row, conventional tillage. Then we get over here where the little clumps of plants are. That's a no-till plot adjacent to a cover crop no-till plot. So the plots are essentially intact as they have been for 20 years, but you know, your sampling this year is not optimal. I would say that if we are able to go again next year, we'll do a better job of taking care of things, but we didn't have money this year. That's the whole thing, and it's just too expensive here. Okay, right here we're at the south end of the field, and this is the only quirk in the whole field here. All right, plot number 1, it only has 3 beds, okay? 1, 2, 3, because the guy, one of the tractor drivers here, was really hard-headed, and he said that he didn't want to make it a 6-bed plot one year, so he just cut it out. So he quit the 3 beds there. Otherwise, we'd have 6 beds here. I didn't want to argue with the guy. It was not worth it. But this first one on the south, you need to sample that middle bed there, right where the number 1 bag is there, because it's only a 3-bed plot. Then you go, you know, the other plots are all 6 beds. So this is in between, for bag number 2, it's in between rows 3 and 4. Okay, I think that's enough explanation here. But, you know, look, you got the big palm tree over there at the south end of the field. We're looking from east to west here, and the bags are on the east side of the field here. When you're at the field station, make sure you drive pretty slowly, 10 miles an hour. Don't get a lot of dust, or you'll have the director come down on you pretty soon there, fast there. So just be careful there. All right, thanks a lot.